Hello everyone, it's Tamer Bloba coming at you with a digital Tamers ReBorn beginner's guide. Now, this game is extremely complicated, and there are some things that I really wish that I had known about before I got into it. So, I wanted to come and show you guys 5 of the tips that I really wish I would have known. Starting off with this guide you see here. Now, excuse me, this guide website has almost everything, not quite everything, but it has a ton of information on it. So you can click here, you can see where to get leaders, where to get megas, where to get armors, anything about multiple types of evolutions, the chaos evolutions, all that. You can also come back to the main version here and type in any Digimon you want. Like if you want Agumon, this tells you what Agumon evolves into. This tells you how to get him. Same thing with Greymon. If you want a Greymon, this tells you what Greymon evolves into. This tells you how to get him. And it is extremely useful. If you ever get lost and you're not sure what to do or where to go, this guide can save you hours of frustration, and I highly recommend you use it. I will leave a link in the description. I use it all the time. The second thing is pills can help boost your stats really fast. So can training boosters. As you see now, I'm at full energy. I'll go ahead and drop this down preemptively. You can buy pills from the shop, which is right here. They're pretty cheap. You will need some vaccines for this as well. So let's say we go in and train. As you see, training boost. The highest that I'm aware that you can buy are an A boost. And you get these from doing challenges. You just come in here, do a quick bout of training. I'll do a future video explaining more details on training later. But now you see he eats the pill. He goes from 1 to just about 50. And then if I were to give him a vaccine, now he's fully ready to train again. What this lets you do is do huge training montages that will let you train to your heart's content. If you want XP, if you want like small amounts of XP when you're like really low level, if you want to reach a certain amount of stat points before you go do a challenge or something like that, this is a really easy and cheap way to get that done. Next, I would say that shields and buffs can help you win fights that you would not win otherwise. To use these, you have the defensive shield, the metal claw, which boosts attack for a while, looks like a claw. A steel ball gives you a special attack boost, and I don't think the iron helmet is needed. The shield is just completely better. It is like, it's cheaper. You need a lower level digipad for it. You can come to the shop and buy digipad as well. But yeah, these 3 are what you're going to want depending on who you're finding and what Digimon you're using. These will help you win fights that you would normally be outclassed by. Sometimes they won't be enough. Like even a buff won't be enough, and you'll often need multiple of them. I usually like to keep at least 5 stocked of whatever attack buff I'm needing, with at least 10 shields. But you can mix that up in any order you want. As you get more money, I've started to stock up on even more than that. But if you're fighting someone who you're doing like 3 damage to, there's a chance an attack boost and a shield combo might possibly let you kill them if you have enough, which can help expedite your progress without having to go back and grind a ton more. The next thing, you really want to plan your evos. As you saw just a little bit here, I showed before, you can go in here and look up something. We'll use a Legmon as an example, because this is something needed for the main story. If you get him, which you can get from one of these 3, from a plant, a beast, or a bird egg. I'm going for the bird because that has the least amount of things it could evolve into. He himself is a beast type mon. So if you want to plan your evo so you do not get stuck, a lot of evos will require you to do a Geograss evolution, or have some kind of special item to get an evolution. If you have your very, very first time ever and you don't want to be spoiled, it's okay. You can just level your guy up, just keep going, get to like level 100, but because by the time you get to level 100, you'll probably be at the point where you need special items to level up, then you can come check. If you're ever unsure, like I said, you can always check anyways. I will say, if you ever get Elecmon, there's only one way to get the Mon you need for your main story, and it is through him. So if you get him, I'll show you an example of planning. So we want Elecmon. We get him. Now we need this guy. So we need 1,200 Holy XP. We need to not get any of these other requirements. As you can see, oops. Yes, you can come and support them if you like on the guide as well, which I encourage if you enjoy the game a lot. So say you need a bunch of Holy XP. That means you're going to want to avoid like any aquatic or dragon or bird or getting to level 15. You need to get that Holy XP before you get to 15. So then, after you evolve, you need this guy right here to continue the story. So you want to avoid getting level 45 until you're outside of a neutral mood and completed chapter 3. Then you'll go on, do the same thing. And then eventually, boom, you've reached the end of the line and you have fully evolved Mon. This particularly is needed for the main story, so if you ever get a Lekmon somehow, just out of a random egg, I absolutely say plan for this Evo, because you're going to need it eventually. Moving on to the next tip, we have this guy right here. Now, this is the product of a ton of grinding, and I could have done it so much more efficiently. As you see, I have a bunch of Digimon up here. This one's for the story. This one I got as a random drop. Both of these were not necessarily needed. This guy was my first. And that's what I recommend you do, is you focus on one Digimon until you get them as high as you can go. I kind of hit a wall with him because I couldn't get some evolution items I needed. But if you don't get unlucky like that, just focus on one. You see these stats and everything, they come from heavily focusing on this one particular Digimon. I give him a bunch of boost, I give him a bunch of foods and stuff. You can also use foods right before you evolve, like get your age to like 49 or as close to 49 as you can get it, or whatever just below your max age is, and then your age resets when you evolve, by the way, because you didn't know. That's a little bonus tip. And if you focus on one Digimon, you'll be doing end-game content in no time, or at least late game, if not downright end-game. And that can help your other Digimon in the future. Now that I have this guy, I can go back and I have access to the items I need to evolve this guy now. So I could have saved a lot of time if I would have just had this guy to begin with. Sadly, like I said, my luck didn't pan out that way, and he was pretty complicated to get as well. But that's why if you focus one Mon down and do not distract yourself, these really long tasks can be completed a lot more of a timely manner. But those are the 5 tips that I really wanted to throw out there that I have used a lot to improve my gameplay, and that I think are the best ways to improve your gameplay if you're just starting out. If you're an advanced player, feel free to leave tips down below for others. And if you're a new player and you want to know something more specific, feel free to ask. I can even make entire videos on it if it's a more complicated subject. I do have more videos planned down the road. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next one. This has been Tamers ReBorn, signing off. Goodbye, God bless, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.